To him be the glory and honor and praise. Amen and amen. Hello, learner. How are you today? Are you still doing fine? I hope so. Teacher sends here to guide and walk you through this week's task. Anyway, ato naintindihan. Importante mayara kita nga aplikasyon. Aplikasyon sang aton mga natunar. Kuha, halimbawa, translation, exit. Ano na sang exit? Exit na tao pag nag-entrance. Hindi pagwa. Kung sino kabalo sina. Kung in-apply, hindi kabalo magwa. Kabalo katultol. Kundi magwa. Ang iba naman, hindi kabalo mag-entrance. Ang entrance sa iban, pagwa. Or vice versa, ang exit sa iban, pasulod. Simple nga bagay lamang at atong natunan. Pinako na dira. Yes? O, dugang. Translation naman from Hiligaynon to English. Alright? Majonot. Ano sa English ang majonot? Ang majonot is... Okay sa majonot? Suno sa ako na estudyante. Suno sa iya ang majonot. Plastic! Wow, very good. But your answer is wrong. Punta tayo sa ating leksyon.
7 Quarter 1, Module 4, I have less, she has ample, he has more. Let us see what's in store.
I have less. May tiyota lang ako. She has ample. May nagakaigo lang siya. He has more. May madamo siya nga bukol. Let us see what in store. Ano ito makita sa mga tiyangge? For your bird's eye view, ang ini nga topiko, as ini nga simana, parte sa tinatawag nga solution. So ano ang solution? Wala yun ang solution niya sa mathematics. Sa science, lain man. So ini nga solution, may ara sa nga mga component. So inyo diri may encounter ang natawag nga solute. Ikaduha, solvent. Dugan pa, yung man mabalaan diri ang parte sa tatlo ka klase sang mga solusyon. Una, unsaturated solution. Ikaduha, saturated solution. Kagang ikatatlo, super saturated solution. May English naman ta. Pasok, import.
For this week, the most essential learning competency is investigate properties of unsaturated or saturated solutions.
May import ko din nga voice over. Welcome, David. Kindly proceed, David. Oh, wala agad si David. So, the module contents we have
Lesson 1, Saturated and Unsaturated Solution. For Lesson 1, what do you need to know? After going through this module, you are expected to 1. Describe saturated and unsaturated solution. 2. Determine how much solid solute dissolves in each volume of water, and 3. Describe the appearance of a saturated solution.
na siya sa page 1 sa inyong module. Next, what I know, pages 1 to 2. So, what I know is a pre-assessment test. You're back, David?
Before you start with your lesson, you need to read and answer what I know, a 10-item pre-assessment test, pages 1 to 2 of your module.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So inyo na siya. Subtune, letters only. Proceed, David.
After you are done with the test, you can now perform the different activities of your module. What's in page 3? Look at the given substances below and guess where each of the substances belongs. Answer the table below by putting a check inside the table 1 if it is a homogeneous or heterogeneous mixture. Table 1. Activity 1. Where do I belong?
Ang homogeneous isa lang ang imo makita. Ang heterogeneous nga mixture, may madamo ikaw nga makita. Nga mga ginatawag phases. Hindi guya ha. Palakpakan yung guya ko. Phases gani ginatawag na sa solid, liquid, gas. So 5 na siya. Proceed. Wala sound, no? So, kung gusto nyo ning application, pwede ni siya ninyo mapangayo offline. So, para magnami ang mong English wala daw Americanized. So, Amerikano ka magkambawa. Pwede mo ni gamit. Pwede ka practice magamba, no? Wala siya. Yan.
And Activity 2, Finding Solutions at Home, page 4. Products or solutions found at home or in stores. What are their characteristics?
Sa Tianggi, may makita ka na mga product. Imo na siya isulat mo sa mga product. Suno sa imo, tawag sa solusyon. Pag isulat diri ang mga characteristics. Ari rin ginatawag nga characteristics. Ang iyang nga duag, ang iyang itsura, may baho siya. Siyempre may baho ang tanan. Anong nabatsagan mo? Yung panaburan mo siya? Tama itong ginaba ko ginanga face. Solid, liquid, gas. Sa diri, sa ikatatlong activity, so tatlong activity natin sa lesson 1. Para mapalaan nyo na lang, pwede kita ka-watch ang video kung wala ka mga materials nga dala.
Number 1. Put 20 ml or approximately 2 tablespoons of water into small clear cup or a beaker. Add 1/2 teaspoon of sugar and stir it. Label it as solution A and B. Question number 1. What is the appearance of the solutions? Write your observations. Number 2. To the sugar solution in step 1, add another 1/2 teaspoon of sugar to solution A. A small portion at a time and stir the solution to dissolve the sugar. At this point, we have added 2 teaspoons of sugar. Number 3. Add another 1/2 teaspoon of sugar in solution A and stir to dissolve the sugar. Number 4. Continue adding 1/2 teaspoon of sugar to solution A until the added sugar no longer dissolves. Question number 2. How many teaspoons of sugar have you added until the sugar no longer dissolves? Question number 3. How many teaspoons of sugar dissolved completely in 20 ml of water? This is now the maximum amount of sugar that will completely dissolve in 20 ml of water.
This time, 5 to 6 of your module. So may discussions ang activities. So ipipara nyo ang inyong notebook. Importante mag-jot down notes. Alright?
For the discussion of the activities, read and understand what is it, pages 5 to 6. And focus your attention on bold words.
Ari namang tinagaginambal ko again Solvent, solute. Solvent. Ikaw na basta. Intindihon. Solute. Next. Solubility. Next. Saturated solution. Ano na siyang tinawag Unsaturated solution. After that, may dugang pa.
What's more, page 6. Study the table below and answer the following questions. Note, the 35 grams of table salt will form a saturated solution in 100 ml of water. Amount of table salt in grams in the first column and amount of water in milliliter in the second column.
Kita mo, sa 35 gramos ng asin, ng table salt, kaya lamisa ng asin ha. Amo na yung nangitawag na ito nga, saturated solution. 35 gramos lang ng asin ang pwede matunaw sa 100 milliliters of water. Hindi pwede matunaw ang isa kasakong asin sa 100 milliliters of water. Imposible. Pamangkot na substance. Unsaturated. Jadi indira ang may saturated. Ang super saturated.
Did you learn? I hope so. What have I learned? Page 6. Complete the statements below to express what you had learned from the lesson.
May apat kita nga kumplituhon yung mga statements. So ano na yung mga blanco? So no, sa inyo natunan, may apat kita ka pamangkot. Kumplituhon.
Now you are going to apply what you've learned from the lesson. What I can do, page 7. List down some examples of solutions that we need to prepare or make in the form of unsaturated and saturated solution. Unsaturated solutions in the first column and saturated solutions in the second column. Well done. You are ready now to take a 10-item post-assessment test, pages 7 to 8. You may perform this additional activity, page 9. Read, follow the directions and answer the question that follows.
Good luck.
Lesson 2, Supersaturated Solution. After going through this module, you are expected to 1. Define supersaturated solution. 2. Compare and contrast saturated and supersaturated. 3. Cite the importance of supersaturated solution. Before you proceed to lesson 2, answer first what I know, pages 10 to 12, a 10-item pre-assessment test of your module. Once you are done with the 10-item pre-assessment test, answer the 2 activities in page 12.
Page 12 sa inyo budyo, mayroon diri yung mga scrambled letters. So, ano ni siya nga tinaga? Next. Picture. Sintihan yung sa picture. Pidugangan niya sang solute ang iyang aging timpla. Next. So, PPT3 maobra kita sa supersaturated solution. But don't you worry, wala ka materials, lalantawin natin.
Materials needed are sugar, water, beaker with 250 milliliters capacity, stirring rod, alcohol lamp, tripod or iron stand, wire gauze, and matchstick. Caution: use the laboratory instruments carefully, especially if fire is involved, to avoid damage and accident during the experiment. Parental supervision is advised. Number 1. Prepare a 250 milliliter beaker and stirring rod. Number 2. Fill the beaker with 100 milliliters of water. Number 3. Slowly add 100 grams of sugar to 100 milliliters of water and stir it. Observe! What happened to the solution? The solution is uniform in appearance. The sugar dissolved in water. Fourth step, add another 100 grams of sugar to the sugar solution from step 3. There are some undissolved particles of sugar in the solution. Did the particles dissolve in water? What have you observed other than that? Step 5. Heat the solution and continue adding 100 grams of sugar. Do the particles still dissolve in water? Does the water change in color? The particles of sugar dissolved in water, and the water changed its color. Step 6. Add another 60 grams of sugar without heating the solution. Stir and observe what will happen next. What do you call the solution that contains more dissolved solute than a saturated solution does? The solution that contains more dissolved solute than a saturated solution is called supersaturated. Step 7. Let your substance cool down its temperature. What have you observed in the solution as it cooled? There are no crystals formed as it cooled.
For your lesson based on the activities you have taken, read, and understand what's it, page 14 of your module. And don't forget to jot down important notes.
So you will see in page 14, so we have here the diagram. Unsaturated solution. Saturated solution. Supersaturated solution. You see, from unsaturated solution, so ang solution nagiging concentrated. Dito na tunaw. So, may ara siya nga ebidensya nga solute nga wala na tunaw. So, saturated. Sa supersaturated solution, so may mga crystals na. Amo na kaayo nga solute. Wala tunaw. So, kung ang unsaturated, gusto mo siya ibuon nga concentrated, imula siya dugangan sa madamo nga solute. So, paagi sa pag-apply sang heat, pwede pa matunaw ang isa ka solusyon. Pero pag bugnaw na ang solution, may mga crystals na siya. So, supersaturated na solution. Ang tawag na naton dire, super concentrated. So, kung i-reverse mong process dire, gusto mo ang supersaturated, muon mo saturated or unsaturated, himuon mo sa solution, dugangan mo sang tubig. So, ang nung matawag naton sa solution. So, ang term naton is what we call diluted solution. Gindilute mo ang solution. Gets? So, sabton mo pamangkot. More.
There's more in page 15. Using the diagram below, compare and contrast between saturated and unsaturated solutions. Write the similarities at the center of the diagram and their differences in both sides of the diagram. Congratulations! It's time to show your learning. Answer what I have learned, pages 15 to 16. Part A. Classify whether the solution described is saturated or unsaturated or supersaturated. Part B. Read the statement inside the box and identify if the following solutions are saturated, unsaturated, or supersaturated solutions below. Perform what I can do, page 16. You are going to make a poem about supersaturated solutions. Sum up all your learnings about the supersaturated solution, answer the 15-item post-assessment test, pages 16 to 18. Last but not the least, you may do this additional activity based on your available materials.
Budlay gid mag-ubra sa sining activity. Kapag mahal pa gid ang asin, follow up or additional activities na para maintindihan mo ang parte sa solution. Sa sining aplikasyon, amo ang pagpuplasang binoro o borong isda. So congratulations. Job well done. Kita mo ni siya, isang link sa answer sheet. Kung mo ni siya i-click, makita mo siya ang mga answer sheet.
Students, Kindly prepare your answer sheet or yellow pad with this format.
So, kasi malipat sa ngalan, imo grade and section, imo eskwelahan, importante ang date, the title of the module,